Governor Adeleke's victory is victory for Davido, is victory for Osun people, is victory for Nigeria, and it is victory for Peter Obi. What do I mean? First of all, the victory of Governor Adeleke in Osun State humbled many people. It demystified many people. First of all, it demystified Tinubu. Yes. Somebody was asking me, how did it demystify Tinubu? Have I not heard that Action Jackson, as Governor Adeleke now, has called or congratulated or thanked Tinubu for the victory for not interfering? What do you expect him to say now? What do you want Governor Adeleke to say? Those are just political speeches. You and I know that Tinubu interfered. Or did he not? Do you think Tinubu really sat back and you didn't see those police people? The plan failed. So that Adeleke is coming out to thank Tinubu. What does that mean? Does it mean that Tinubu did not try or the APC did not try? You didn't see the governors that they rolled out? You didn't see the blatant interferences? You didn't see? First of all, EFCC froze the account and then Tinubu came and said, unfreeze it. All this was like gimmick now. See the tension that was there in the state. And then they brought police and soldiers and everything. But all of those plans failed. Kudos to Davido. I must give him that credit. The fact that he took the advice that we gave, I give him credit. Do you know that at some point he now said, he gave out a number, a WhatsApp number, where people should send polling unit results from the polling unit directly to. And of course, I must use this opportunity to thank all of the volunteers for Vote Watch. You guys did a fantastic job. We may not be able to pay you today, but eventually you will be paid because your sacrifice will not go in vain. It will not go in vain. Now, APC was humbled with all the governors that they brought. The likes of them Okpebolo, Bopolobo, the likes of them Ododo. All of them came. But guess what? They were all put to shame. They didn't even only come on their own, they came with their thugs. They were sharing money. They were sharing rice. But at the end of the day, all of those things didn't matter. Why? Because the people, Governor Adeleke realized and recognized very quickly that the people is what matters ultimately. The people. I wish other politicians would learn. The people. Somebody is saying, oh, INEC, congratulations to INEC. INEC did well. There was no way INEC could rig that election. Many of you don't know what went on behind the scenes. We lock INEC like this. You do the right thing or you do nothing. The volunteers that were feeding information to Vote Watch, forget, the results were already out. INEC knew it. Many Nigerians did not know, but INEC knew the results were out right from the polling unit. So there was nothing INEC could do. Yeah, you guys can go on and say congratulations to INEC. But now we hold them. And it's important that I mention this because if we don't realize this fact, then we might gawk it in 2027, which is what they always try to do. We hold them, we lock INEC. APC failed with all their attempts, their money, their governor, their federal might, brought in security agencies, four policemen to one polling unit. 4. That's 16,000 first for polling unit. Not talk the ones you put in different places. But you're not talking about civil defense. You're talking about upwards of 25 to 30,000 security forces for the election, manning everywhere, making sure. And look, they could have also done their own. And this is worthy of note. See what was reported to have done in Modakeke, where they said police came to tear gas people and take ballot papers away. The people stood. Congratulations to you if you are an Osun indigene. Congratulations to you. You guys stood. And again, I want to thank all the volunteers for Vote Watch. You guys stood. We were getting reports of what was going on the ground. It's not like this people did not try. So you can say Adeleke is thanking Tinubu all you want. You can say, oh, INEC did well. We know. Say, now the people. Do you know how many solutions, alternative solutions? There was ballotwatchng.com, ballot watch. Yeah? When they saw that there was no way to go, they were forced to do the right thing. Did you know that INEC had two result sites? They had the INEC results Nigeria.ng and they had the CDR.INECNigeria.org, and both of them were reporting at different rates. I told you there was a buffer server, but this time around the buffer server could not buffer anything. That's what happens when the people realize the power that they have. Congratulations to Nigerians, volunteers for the Vote Watch program. Thank you, Ballot Watch NG, for the amazing job that you did, and several others. In fact, we'll do a video dedicated to all of the organizations that use their own money to run election monitoring solution. All of you are the real FVPs. So it is your work that made it impossible for INEC to do anything, or for anybody within INEC to engage in any manipulation. Kudos to you. And thank you, Davido, for providing the opportunity for that to be done. APC was humbled. Tinubu was humbled. Who else was humbled? Atiku. Atiku was humbled. Remember, before the election, we told him, we told Peter Obi, we told everybody, Sowore, and we said, the Osun election, everybody should rally behind Governor Adeleke. Not because you like him, not because he has done wonderfully. He has not done badly, though. Could he have done better? Of course, sure. But it's not because he has done well that we made that suggestion. We knew very well that the playbook, the narrative that the APC were building with all the various off-cycle elections, if they had their way with Osun, forget 2027 election. And that was why we said everybody should rally around. Guess what? Atiku, did he rally around Adeleke? Of course not. And you would think he would. You would think that a Rauf Aregbesola would, knowing what APC and Tinubu can do when it comes to election. But they didn't. In fact, Atiku was on air saying that all the best people, all the most intelligent people are in ADC. How far Atiku, our market? Now only 17,000 good people or intelligent people now in Nigeria, because that's the votes that you were able to gather. A very far distant third. I hope this will be a lesson for you, O Atiku, that the advice, rally behind one candidate, is a very good advice, and it's an advice that you should take. Who else did the Osun election humble? Tell me who else you think. There's one more that I need to, in fact, two more, that the Osun election humbled. The next one is Sowore. You know, Sowore does very good when it comes to activism. We must give him his flowers when it comes to that. But somehow Sowore has failed to understand one very important truth. And that is, at the end of the day, the decision is that of the people. You can't blame them for it. Even when people choose to sell their votes. You might not see that it's because of the weaponized poverty. But if you have not found yourself in a position whereby you cannot afford one meal a day, please don't criticize people who sell their votes. I will advise that they don't sell their votes too. But when you don't one full day, no food to eat, you will understand why it is that somebody will sell their votes. At the end of the day, when people make the decisions they make, it is their decision. So people have queued behind Peter Obi. It is their decision. Does that mean that Sowore is not good? No. No. It's just that at the end of the day, people cannot queue behind everybody. But one thing that Sowore does, and you people should advise him, it's bad. Rather than focus on selling himself, he's looking for a way to pull down the next good person. Pull down Peter Obi. I can understand your criticism of Tinubu. But wetin come concern Peter Obi for the matter? Because people love Peter Obi, you want to put him down. Do you think, Sowore, that putting down Peter Obi will automatically make the people love you? No. Sell yourself. Stop putting down Peter Obi. And I gave you this advice. And I think it's a good advice. Queue behind Adeleke in Osun. But rather than do that, what did he do? He went and started insulting Governor Adeleke. And of course, Davido in his usual style. Just one word, R&D.
Like this in wonder shall never yes. We all know that Osun Governor Adeleke won this election, you understand? So refer Nigeria, you understand? So he said that Osun election humble many people. Even he mentioned the life of Peter Obi, Sowore, Atiku, and Tinubu, and APC and so on. You understand? So he give many reasons. You understand me? For me, I really understand. I understand your analysis. You understand? But not everybody go understand that. You understand me? So many people they go better than. But I believe say if you watch analysis, you go still understand. You understand me? Well, I don't mind talk too much. Make my mission also double thoughts on official boy.